I consider myself very helpful.
My name is Barbara Wesley. I'm Emily Wallach's mother. We had never really thought about Emily's future. We had always taken care of her, and she was a happy young woman. And then as she got older, we started to realize she needed more than just living with us. But the group homes were not really fulfilling for her. I am really grateful that she's where she is. I think she was enthusiastic from the start. There was so much going on that it kept her active and busy. She never hesitated about going. Emily, even as a young girl, she always had a job. She started working when she was 15, and we'd find her jobs. She worked at McDonald's, she worked at a thrift store, she worked as the donut maker for a local grocery store. So she always liked to work.
I'm very independent and very responsible person who that people can rely on.
I think, when she lived at home, she was bored to death, and which is really sad. And at Camp Hill Village, there's so much going on. She's had so many opportunities. She's been all over the world with them. She travels. She's exposed to culture, to art. She has friends. She can walk around the community safely.
A lot of the people in the village see me taking my 8 hour walk, and that just helped me to de-stress.
She has freedom there, and freedom to explore and to grow and just to excel. She's very happy there. We're very happy she's there.
I am putting hay around the greenhouse to keep it warm.
My kids always hated working in the garden because they were kids, but all three of my daughters now have gardens. And Emily, I love when she comes to visit because she usually comes in June. I'm always like, oh, yes, Emily's coming. We'll get my garden together.
We still having some stuff in the greenhouse. We planted more lettuce so that we can have it throughout the winter. And we cleaned the bed up for the winter time. Some days I feel I am in a very full day where I'm always doing different things.
She's also become a great cook. She comes up with all these creative recipes, and she makes great soup, and she just loves it.
I try to do soup based on what the vegetable garden has. So if we have a ton of carrot, I would cook carrot soup.
I've been talking about what she's going to make this Thanksgiving. Well, we did cook at home, but I was the one who did most of the cooking, so I didn't allow her to cook like she does now. There, she has had the freedom to grow and to blossom. You know, I don't think people at Camp Hill put any restrictions on people's abilities. Me as their mother, I probably limited her, not intentionally, but you know, she didn't have the freedom that she has there to find out what a good cook she is and how much she enjoys cooking. I mean, there's so many cool things going on there. There's something for everyone. She's been to Iceland and she's been to Russia. She's been to Canada. She's been to New York, Washington, D.C. I mean, she's always going someplace. I mean, I want to go to Iceland. That would be so cool. I'm really happy she's had that opportunity.
I'm pretty much keep myself very busy.
I think the structure of Camp Hill is really good for her too. The parameters of knowing this is what I'm doing today, this is what I'm doing tomorrow. And I'm proud of her for being on the board. I think that's a great achievement.
Sometimes being very challenging to be a board member, but I also enjoy it.
I feel like she can live there for the rest of her life and be happy. It's just such a wonderful place. It's a real community.
I'm very happy to be here. And I know the Camp Hill is very happy to have me.